So we are going to go over the Reformation Notes. So you're using these notes to fill out your own notes on your slide presentation for Renaissance and Reformation Week 3. Right, so we've got a timeline just so you can visualize where the Reformation occurs. So first we've got the year 1040. There's a Chinese experiment with movable type. That's kind of the closest they got to printing before this. Then in 1300, this person, Uyghurs of Central Asia, developed movable type. Word does not reach Europe, so Europe doesn't have access to this technique yet. And then printer in Korea uses bronze type in 1397. 1454, Gutenberg he's a German goldsmith, uses movable type to print the first Bible. First printing press in Italy. A couple years later, 1474, W.M. Caxton prints first book in English. The first Bible was printed in Latin, I think. Catholic Church decrees no book may be printed without its permission in 1544. So this idea in 1454 of printing the Bible for everyone to access instead of just priests and monks was seen as heretical or against the church at the time, and so the Catholic Church went against it. And then we have the Reformation. So you guys are going to have a short pop quiz today. Pay close attention to the video. A short quiz will follow. If you need to jot down any notes while you're taking the video or watching the video, you can. Here's our video. All right, you guys ready for your quiz? So you have to answer the following questions. What city does the story take place in? Who is the owner of the home and the party scene? What does the police officer say into his walkie-talkie? You can watch the video as many times as you want. Just kidding. I know it wasn't a different language. So the point of this is that all Bibles written before the Renaissance and the Reformation were written in Latin. And so if you didn't speak Latin, you would go to church, you would hear the priest read in Latin, you wouldn't know what the Bible said, you wouldn't know what he was saying. So you had to take his word for what it meant. And so that is what the big issue with the Catholic Church was at the time, is that average people felt that they couldn't learn, and they didn't feel like they needed to trust the priests and the Pope with all of the religion. They felt that the Pope had too much power. So, Reformation overview. Religious books and sermons were only in Latin. People could not seek God without the priests. Church charged indulgences. People had to pay in order to have their sins removed. People started questioning the church. Several leaders will break away from the Catholic Church and reform and have a huge change, and make the problems of the church that they saw a little bit better in their eyes. Okay, so what was the Protestant Reformation? So we have this religion, Christianity, and there were other religions happening at the same time, but Christianity had become this huge massive thing in Italy, where it was almost as powerful as the government. So popes had more power in some instances than the king, or like major players in the government. So we've got Christianity. Before this time, it was only the Roman Catholic Church. Then it split into two, and so now we have this new sector over here that is Protestant. So here is a short wrap. This is, as you're watching this, look for the first event shown in the wrap, and then we're going to talk about what excommunication means. So I just want to point out the first event shown in the wrap was the knocking. It was Martin Luther, who was, I think he was a monk or a priest, and he was nailing his 95 Theses, or main points. Basically, there were all the things that he saw that was wrong with the church. He was nailing it on the door. All right, so excommunication, what this guy was being threatened with, is being kicked out of the church. So this is your notes outline. So in this box over here, you're going to put the Reformation definition. The one on the right, put the problems in the church. The bottom left, Martin Luther's ideas. And then the bottom right, 95 Theses definition and impact. All right. We've got Martin Luther nailing the 95 Theses on the church door. The 95 Theses definition. Oh, wait. This says, out of love for the truth and desire to bring it to light, the following propositions will be discussed at Wittenberg under the presidency of the Reverend Father Martin Luther, Master of Arts and of Sacred Blah. So he's nailing it on there and starting. This is the first event that sparked the Reformation. Protestant Reformation definition. Here we go. Religious reform that led new denominations of Christianity that rejected the Pope's power, authority. Yeah, authority. And then here to the right, it's like a little visual of what it looks like. So you're going to put this definition on the top left of your sheet of paper. Next, problems inside the church. The Pope had too much power. It's the first one. Church leaders were corrupt. Sale of indulgences was unfair. You had to buy the forgiveness of your sins. So that is going to go in the top right of your box. Key ideas. These are his key ideas that were illustrated in 95 Theses. Salvation through faith alone, not indulgences. So you shouldn't have to pay for your sins to be forgiven. It should just be through faith. Number 2, he said the Bible is the ultimate authority, not the Pope or the Church. Number 3, all humans are equal before God. Priests are not better than others, and some people shouldn't have more power than others in general. The definition of the 95 Theses is Luther's list of complaints against the church that he nailed to the door. Okay. The impact of the 95 Theses, and all of these notes for the definition and the impact go in the bottom right, and the key ideas go in the bottom left box. So the impact is that the printing press spread the 95 Theses through Europe, so everyone had access to this, and it led to more versions of the church. So people read this and they agreed with him, and they were like, yeah, the Pope shouldn't have that much power, and I should be able to read the Bible. I shouldn't have to hear it in Latin from the priest. I should be able to read it on my own. And that sparked a new version of the church, which is the Protestant branch of Christianity. Yep, Protestant. Okay, after you've done all your notes, we have a short question. This is just to see, we're going to probably do this in class as a discussion based on the map. Which statement is true? The map shows Europe before the Reformation. The map shows Europe after the Reformation. The map shows the urban growth of Europe. So we've got spread of Lutheranism, Calvinism. These are all versions of the Protestant Church. And then all of these places are the Roman Catholic Church. So I would say it shows all of these are in like 1579. These are all after the Reformation. So this map shows Europe after the Reformation. Alrighty. Bye, guys.